Hey there. Good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic week. I'm going to let you in on a project that I'm working on right now. I'm developing a keynote and a new book based on the EPIC principles. And so we're going to work through this together. So as we go week to week to week, I'm going to deal with each scenario that you're going to run into as you're becoming epic, as you're building your business, as you're growing along the way. So first, I need to give you a little bit of background about life and business. It all is a mirror. Everything's a mirror. So, but generally how it's working is, let's say you're right here, okay? And you're walking along. You may be growing a little bit. You may be sloped up. You may be actually shrinking a little bit. But at some point, you're going to run into some obstacles and you're going to fall into the pit. You're going to fall into the abyss. And at this level right here, you go into massive survival mode. You may have been doing okay here, but you're going to go into massive survival mode. So this mode down here is all about survival, right? This is all about making it think. When you're in the pit, you're just doing whatever you have to do to survive till the next day, okay? And so it's a day-by-day thing. You're hustling. You're making it work. We've all been there. I've been there many times. So what happens is eventually you make your way up to here, to this point right here. And once you get back on flat ground, you may think you're successful, but you're not successful at that point. You are just okay. You're kind of hanging on the precipice. You could fall back in the pit, or you could hit another pit before you actually start climbing the mountain. Okay. If you want to be epic, then you're going to have a dream. You're going to have a plan. You're going to have to find the inspiration. You're going to have to commit to becoming epic. Now, here's the interesting thing. As you start climbing the mountain, you're up and you're up and you're up. And about right here, a lot of people think, man, I have made it. You know, I've made it. I'm at a good point. I got a good view. I'm at. Well, let me tell you, this part is just successful. So you're likely not going to fall back in the pit, but you could fall back down the mountain. If you don't keep climbing, if you don't keep growing, if you don't keep educating yourself, then you're likely going to fall back into back down here to just okay. Okay. And so you could slide right off the mountain. But if you keep going, then you could reach what I call it Epic 1 or E1. Okay. So that's your first peak. Now you're at epic. But here's the thing. There's always another mountain climb. There's always another mountain to get up. There's always, and generally what happens after you hit epic, you have a little dip. Now you're not going to fall down the mountain or anything. But then there's what's epic 2 for you. So epic 1 may be, I don't have to worry about finances anymore. The business is doing well. I've got a business that works. Well, maybe the next step is I want to have multiple businesses. Okay. But here's the thing. There's always another mountain to climb. There's always another one. So there's at least 3. So at Epic 3, maybe this is the point where you are giving back, where you're, reinvesting in the world, where you're taking on mentors or apprentices so that you can take them. But in any event, it's a journey that everyone should be on the thing. Now, if you don't want to be epic, that's fine. You want to stay successful. You're still going to have to grow slowly. You may never reach epic. But I believe in this day and time, successful is not good enough. You need to go for epic. So over the next few weeks and videos, we're going to be exploring what it takes at every level to move to the next level, what it takes, what education you need to have, what should you be working on at okay, what should you be working on at survival, what should you be working on at successful, and what should you be working on at the epic levels. What kind of planning do you need at those levels? What kind of inspiration will you need at those levels, and where might you find it? And what kind of commitment you have to make, because it seems like It should get easier as it goes. In my experience, in some ways it gets easier, in some ways it gets harder, because as you grow, as you become better, your responsibility grows. Your responsibility to yourself, your responsibility to your team, and your responsibility to the world. So in some ways it gets easier, in other ways it gets harder. It's and a better way to put it would be it just gets different. So stay tuned. Follow me through these videos. I'm going to teach you what you should be doing at whatever level. We're going to help you get there. So until next time, I hope you have a fantastic week. All the best.